We have to thank Camilla. You know, I did my biography of her, and you can see the personality that she's got. She coped with being called the most wicked woman in the world when Diana was still alive, but she's done everything she can to support Charles. Whatever he's needed, she's done that. We've seen that, going out, encouraging him, and we saw the picture of the two of them together to celebrate their 19th anniversary earlier this month, and you can see how happy they are and how they look after each other. So it's very good. And the first engagement that the King has is on Tuesday, going to see a cancer place where people and medics are there so that he can talk to them. And I think he will give them all hope. I mean, you know, if the King can do it, although he'll obviously get the best doctors, but he can show you and help you. And also, I think it's been very helpful for Catherine that he's done very well as well. So
didn't he give her an honour as well?
He's given her a huge honour, yes. But he's also said very formally that he will be seeing the Japanese presidents, and they will come in June, and he will be there. He wants to carry on and do all these things as much as he can. So it's marvellous. But what was annoying yesterday was that, for me, was that Prince Harry was due to give an award to the best army person, and he chose this person, and he was wearing, first of all, they had to do it twice because Meghan was shouting in the background, which was rather funny, but he did that with 4 medals. 3 were from the Jubilees, 1 was for his going to Afghanistan. He was only there for 10 weeks, but that just about entitled him to get one. But the one for his father's coronation he didn't wear, and I thought that was such a nasty, spiteful thing to do. I mean, if you look at that, it's really shocking. However, he's probably very cross because Mike Tyndall, who is married to Zara, the King's granddaughter, he's taking over as being president of Victor's Games, which sounds to me
like he's stepping back. Harry's stepping away from
I don't think he wants to, but there's obviously going to be.
Away.
Well, they haven't moved him away, but they've put Mike in the position. Yes, very interesting.
Because he's not, even though he kind of may have was the face of it, doesn't necessarily mean that he's the person that will carry it through, especially with what they're doing as well. Maybe it's because he's said that he's now wanted to become an American sort of thing.
No, I think it's because that a lot of the Invictus Games people who've been wounded physically and psychologically feel that it's now turned into a royal family sort of thing, which they don't want, that it's gone completely away from trying to encourage them to relive in the world. And there's Meghan coming and making lots of speeches and walking in front of some of the award winners where she knows nothing about it at all. And I think 2,000 people have stepped down from going this year because they're very annoyed. And I think that shows you that Harry can't keep having his own way, that people don't want that, and they don't want it to be all about Meghan.
And Harry, yeah, it's all a bit silly,
well, particularly Meghan, because she leads the way, she takes over, she does the speeches, he makes one short one at the end. So that's very, very difficult for them. And William, who's done his first visit since the announcement of his wife's cancer, he went by surprise to Birmingham to a school where a young boy of 12 wrote him a very nice letter, and he wanted to reply to him, which I thought was incredibly nice. But what was so sweet is that he said to all the children there, it's a place where people have mental health issues, and he's very keen on men, to look after men who have mental health illness. And he was saying to them, you must talk to the sheep, and you must ask them how they are and how they're doing. And I thought to myself, hey, this is just like King Charles, because he spoke to all the plants and everybody laughed at him. I thought, that's ridiculous. But actually, it shows father and son are closer than you would have thought. But I think it was a very positive thing. He must be very happy that his father's back at work, and so should we be.
Yeah, where's Catherine though? Hopefully she's coming back soon.
We don't know. We don't know anything about her, but we are doing what she wanted, was to leave her on her own to get well without people asking rude questions and nosy questions. And I think that's the best way with her.
And briefly, Meghan and her jam.
Meghan and her jam, it's very, well, yes. This is very interesting because the Rov family are making masses and masses of money. And they sell it for £3.99. She's selling it for $30.
Is she? So we've got a price.
Yes, got a price. And who's going to buy that? I don't think many people. And she hasn't got a CEO, so it's all stopped. It's not a big business. It's a junction. We'll have to see what happens.
We'll have to see. Maybe it'll come to a sort of sticky end.
So.
Levin, thank you so much. That is Royal Biographer Angela Levin. This is GB News on TV, online and on digital radio.